Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wager Talk TV. I'm Ross Benjamin, sports betting expert from sportsmemo.com. And another free winner last night in the NBA play-in games. I had the Chicago Bulls and Atlanta Hawks game to go over the total of 220 and a half. Never in doubt, as we had 140 points at the half and we sailed home from there. And that now makes us 14-5 with our last free pick videos on Wager Talk TV. So congratulations to each and every one of you who have been following me along the way. And I just ask you kindly give me a like on this free pick video for today, as I'll be covering the game between the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat, the play-in game that will determine the number 8 seed on Thursday, the 19th of April. And also, folks, keep in mind, NBA playoffs, my premium playoff picks over the last 2 years at Sports Memo, I was number one with a combined record of 77-48 and earned 11,590 units during that time. And you can take advantage of a really nice special right now over at Sports Memo. You can get my 7-day pass for just $79. And once you purchase that, automatically, you don't need a coupon. We're going to add 3 additional days to you. So that's $7.90 a day for yours truly to get all my picks. And like I said, the last 2 years, NBA playoffs, number one at the site. 61.8% win percentage and making over 11,500 units during that time. All right. The NBA playoffs right now, a little bit of a unique year here because right now we're still in the play-in tournament and officially they don't consider the NBA, that is, does not consider the play-in tournament as far as the NBA playoffs. But having said that, right now, there are series that have already been determined, and we've already seen 2 lower seeds as a series favorite over the higher seed, which is highly unusual. The Dallas Mavericks as a favorite right now over the LA Clippers. And also, we're seeing the Minnesota Timberwolves as an underdog in their series against the Phoenix Suns. On top of that, you have the Indiana Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks series, and the Bucks, who opened up as a heavy favorite in that series, not heavy, but minus 200. Right now, you can get Indiana's just a plus 105 money line underdog in that series because of the loss of Giannis, who's going to be out at least, it looks like, the first 2 games of that series. So that certainly has adjusted those money lines as well. So it's not easy at this time of year. But as I said, I've been hitting my premium picks over the last 2 years in the NBA playoffs, also on a nice 7-1 and 13-5 run with my NBA picks as well lately. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes, and that's the game between Miami and Chicago. And that game goes, like I said, on Thursday evening. And right at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Right now, as we speak, Miami is a 1.5-point favorite. The total in that game is 205. The Heat not only coming off a heartbreaking 105-104 loss at Philadelphia that sent them into the second play-in game, and hopefully for their sake, if they win, they're going to be the number 8 seed. But if they lose, they're out. Not only they lose that game and squander a late lead, but they also lost star Jimmy Butler, who hurt his knee in that game, continued to play, noticeably was limping, and it was determined today after an MRI that he has a meniscus injury in his knee that will keep him out at least the next 3 weeks. So not only being out in this important game to keep their season alive against Chicago, but if they advance against number 1 Boston, he'll be out for that series as well. Not only you lose 20.8 points per game with Jimmy Butler, but you're also losing an elite NBA defender. Chicago has really been efficient over their last 5 games offensively, averaging 124 points per contest, shooting better than 52% from the field, and playing at a frenetic offensive pace while averaging 96 field goal attempts per game. That's the good news. The bad news, defensively, they haven't done very well over that 5-game stretch, allowing over 119 per game, allowing opponents to shoot better than 50% from the field. And they all those 5 games, not surprising, have all gone over the total with a combined 243.8 points per game. The Bulls have continued to shoot the ball well, not only in that 5-game span, but 48.5% or better they've shot in 10 of their last 12 games. These teams met twice during the regular season in Miami. Both of those games went over the total, were respective combined scores of 234 and 240. And the average total in those games was 216.2. There was a combined 59.5 free throw attempts per game in those 2 contests, which means the game was extremely physical. And that's a lot of free throws for an NBA, even in the NBA. And those teams also combined to make 39.1% of their 3-point shots in those 2 games. I'm going to go with the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat to go over the total of 205. That Chicago and Miami over 205 on Thursday evening in the NBA play-in game. And I'll be back tomorrow with another free pick winner here on Wager Talk TV. Until then, take care and God bless, folks.